Hey there, my name is Danny Liebrand, and today I am with Jonas Olson, who is the CEO of Pest, which is a $10 million a year pest control company. Now today we're going to be talking about how to go viral on social media. So this is obviously a big topic. Social media is an up and coming thing. A lot of people are starting to realize how valuable it is and that you can get, millions of views for free. And maybe the best person to talk to about this, specifically in pest control, is Jonas Olson. He's gotten several videos over 10 million views, and that's also across platforms. It's not just TikTok, but also YouTube, also Instagram, all of these different platforms. So we're going to be talking about virality and how to ultimately build a ton of brand awareness and ultimately grow your company. So thanks so much for coming on, Jonas.
Of course, anytime. Like I said, I love talking about social media.
Absolutely. So first, let's dive into the components of a viral video. What are the components?
Yeah, there's a lot to break down there, but to make it relatively simple, like you have a few different things you got to go through. You're gonna have a hook, it's like a headline. We talk about marketing a lot right in this book. So you have to have a really good hook. Talk about door to door. You have to have a really good opener, right? Which you get 3 seconds. So it's the same thing on video. You get 3 seconds to catch people's attention. The next is like the big reveal. This is where you like give them the education part. The next part after that is the insider tips and how they could do it themselves. And then the next one is a call to action of what you want them to do, whether it's to like the post or it's comment below or whatever it may be. You have to always have a call to action because you want to build engagement. Because the more people engage, it says like the more, it gives more of an algorithm saying, hey, this is a good video and we're going to show it to more people. So you want to get them to engage somehow too. So you're going to have like gross, disgusting bugs in there. We'll break this down, but that's like the actual video looks like. So for the, I'll break it down a little bit further if you want.
Yeah.
So with a hook, like I said, you got about 3 seconds. The big reveal, you're going to have about 6 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds in there. The insight or like your tips, again, this is quick, right? You don't have much time to explain all this stuff. It's got to be fast. In about 7 seconds. Then your call to action is going to be about 5 seconds long. So again, the video is not very long. This is all the stuff you have to think about, making a short form that you want to go get viral. So I'm going to break it down a little bit further.
Yeah.
So in the last video, we talked about my first video, right? So it's the first one that ever hit 100,000.
Yeah.
This is like maybe 30 or 40 or 50 videos in. And I just bought a brand new aerator and I've never used this thing ever. And I mean, I've ridden a million lawnmowers, walked behind lawnmowers. They're all the same. But it was just, hey, I just got this brand new aerator. Never used it. Come check it out. I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but that's what I said. And I'm walking backwards towards this machine. There was my hook. And I didn't know it at the time. I didn't even know what a hook was really. I was just making content. And then I turn around and I start going to walking at this thing. I was like, I never use it. So I jump on, let's just see how this thing works, right? And so I jump on the machine and I'm like, show them how the machine works. And then I'm like, oh, and then I talk about what it does to the grass real quick. And I don't even think I had a call to action, but it just looped back to the very beginning.
Yeah.
Again, my editors did that part for me. But that was me talking and me coming up with the video. And all of a sudden, we had like 1 or 2 hit like 10,000. And then that one hit 100. And I was like, dang, that was the dumbest video ever.
Yeah.
It's just me on an aerator. That's all it was. But it was the hook is what caught the engagement, right? And then it was me jumping on the machine, showing them how to work it, and then explaining to him what the machine did, and then it looped back to the beginning. And it was like, I can't remember exactly how long, 18 to 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And that's the first one that hit 100. So then as I'm making more videos, like I went back to that video, I'm like, why did that work so well? And then I started learning more, about the hook and all the things that we just went through. And I knew right then, like, aha, I knew why it worked because I caught the algorithm just at the right time. And from there on out, it was like that first one did 100,000. And then it's like, okay, now I'm just gonna start copying that video. Like, how can I do more like that? So that's what like the basis script looks like. Hey guys, real quick, if you guys are really looking to grow your pest control company, check out what we do at pestcontrolmillionaires.com.
Awesome. No, that's a really cool story. And I'm sure a lot of people see you now and they're like, oh, Jonas he just already has, hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of views. It's like, no, it has not always been like that. Yeah. So like kind of talk to me more about like that unlock and like starting to become more and more viral and having more videos become successful.
Yeah. The first one's always the hardest, honestly. So it takes a lot of work. I think the first 50 or 100, I don't remember the exact number, 50 or 100 videos. Again, no one's watching you.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit at all. They do not care. So you get like oh, no one's gonna watch this video. Like, yeah, that's the point. Like, this is where you get time to get good.
Yeah.
Right. So first 100 videos, no one cares. Same thing in long form, short form. Your first 100 videos, they're gonna suck, and that's okay. Yeah. And I'm still learning every single day. But it took 50 to 100 videos, and all of a sudden we had one take off, and then you're like watching that one, and then you're going through the back end of YouTube, like. What made this one different? And then you start looking through all the data and you're like, oh, okay, this worked here. And you pull up and you see like, you get good enough like, oh, well, our retention dropped at 3 or at 5 seconds in. My hook wasn't good enough. Or like the retention fell off at 15 seconds in. Let's clip that part out. And so like you start testing these things, right? Then you're like, and you get the one that goes and you keep copying that one and copying that one. And then all of a sudden like three or four more videos, you get another one that goes 1 million plus. So it's constantly working, the algorithm's constantly changing. It's not like I figured it all out, but at this point, we kind of know what time frames they're looking for, what the audience retention has to be, what the swipe away rate needs to be, what the call to action needs to be. We started to figure these things out,
Yeah, no, this is something I love about you, that you are so iterative that like you will just constantly improve upon things. The first 100 might suck, but then you get one that goes really good. And you're like, oh, well, what was it about that one? And you keep iterating upon that.
Yeah, and you can take those same videos too and have a different hook that could do very, very good.
Yeah.
And then you can switch that same hook again and it could do terrible. So like the hook is super important. It's probably one of the most important things, like I said before, but going back to the old marketing books of Dan Kennedy, said 80% of your marketing dollar spent of that dollar, 80 cents is all within headline. So it's the same thing with the hook.
Yeah.
It has to be really good and engaging. So let's just say that same example, the thumbnail is super important these days too. Mm-hmm. And it's cool because you can A/B split test thumbnails now, which has been really awesome. You can see which thumbnail is doing better. So let's just say you're working with an aerator, or maybe it's a bed bug and you have that as a thumbnail. Because you got the click-through rate super important too at this point. Like, that first have to click on the video. So you can watch it, So that's really important too.
Yeah, no, and there's almost like a misconception about having a hook. This is something that I've realized somewhat recently, is that it's not just the things you say in the video, but it's also what is on the video, the caption of the video, if there's any music. So it's not just like the first things you say, it's everything, right?
It's the bells and the whistles and the bloops, like all these things like that all play a part. We've played with all of it, and stuff that we thought would do great or sucked. Thing that I thought sucked did great. It's like, then you start figuring out, like, okay, this would do good, this would do bad. But it's just really important, after each video, the post, go back and see how it did. Mm-hmm. See what your click-through rate is, see where the drop-off was, see if you could shorten that same video up, see if you can make it a little bit longer, like just constantly testing and getting better at each video. And then we're still doing that to this day. So at the end of each month, or at the end of each week, we'll go back to the entire week and look at all of our short form and see what did good, what did bad, why it did bad, why it did good. And the same thing every month with our long form too. We're going to go through, see what did good, see where the retention fell off, see if we can adjust some things. So yeah, there's a lot to unpack actually.
Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Beast by any means, but like we looked at
Mr. Beast of pest control.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wish. But like in the past, not that this is a big number for a lot of people, but in the pest control space, I think we just looked at it in the last 28 days, we had like 4.5 million views, so
that's a lot.
Yeah. So it's still, I can't remember watch time was like 20 hours of watch time or something like that. Mm-hmm. So people are watching the content, still going viral. I still remember the first time it happened. I was out at Pest World in Boston, and these two guys walked up and like, "Hey, you're the TikTok guy." And I was like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, you're the TikTok guy." I'm like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Like, "Yeah, you're the guy in TikTok that does pest control, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so that's the first time I heard it. Now it happens, obviously. Everyone just knows me. I don't know if I paved the path for everyone to start doing it. Like I was one of the early ones for sure. And no one thought like you could go viral with pest control. Now everyone's doing it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, you definitely have. It's so awesome. So you broke down your, like, one of your initial viral videos that hit like 100K or so. Let's break down some of your top videos. So you've had videos hit 10 million plus views. You know, I've seen 8 million, 6 million. They're all over the place. And you know, you've just gotten 5 million in the past month. It's pretty standard. So like actually give me an example of one of your viral videos. Break that down. What are the exact components within that? Like what was the hook? What was the...
So like one of our most viral videos is just one of my technicians standing in front of a pond. And we recreated this again 2 weeks ago. Kind of doing the same thing because it works. So why not? Again, why reinvent the wheel? If you find something that works, double down on that thing. Post it 12 to 14 more times with a little bit different iteration. People don't remember. Yeah. You know what I mean? So just double down and find out what really works, and that keeps going viral, So there's the technician, this one was a technician standing in front of a pond, and he has a mosquito dunk. This is just one on top of my head. There's obviously a bunch. Yeah. And he's just talking about what the mosquito dunk does, and then you see him throws it in the pond, and he's talking about what the mosquito dunk does in the pond, and blah, blah, blah. And that's basically what it was. Like him talking in front of a pond with his cell phone, no tripods, no crazy video cameras, like almost all of my content that's gone viral, all from a cell phone. We'll talk about that later on, but just going to show you, like, it doesn't take a whole lot, but just stand in front of it, talk about mosquitoes, how the mosquito dunks work. It was 15, 20 seconds, like, give them the education part, how to call to action, and, like, just go buy these mosquito dunks, you know, and then it went back to the beginning. So, yeah, it worked really, really well. And so the things that you got to look for, those, like, we went back and looked at the video, and you got to watch your view duration, right? And every viral video, every single one, the view duration's above 100%. It'll be like 110, 120% view duration. So we're watching over and over.
Dang, yeah. Interesting.
So that's step number one. Your swipe away rate, which is like people start watching and they swipe away. You have to have above 80%. So keep that in mind. And then your call to act or your click through rate, you want to keep it above 10%. So it means that people see the thumbnail, they click on it, and they start watching it. So a lot to unpack. There's a lot of like small little details that go into like even just a small short form video. We haven't talked about long form yet. Those are the things you got to watch for when going through your shorts. So
awesome. And then maybe the last question I have for you here is, what are the biggest mistakes people are making here? So there might actually be some pest control owners, or they might even be in other home services, and they are posting content that might be once a week or once a day. Like overall, what are some of the biggest mistakes you're seeing with these owners?
Just not staying consistent. It's like anything that you do in life, you're just staying consistent at it. Yeah. And like, think of it like too, is like, you know, at this point, it's almost a full-time job. We have to keep putting content. The channels are so big, we can't stop.
And what we're doing right now. Yeah.
You can't stop at this point. So you're constantly just making content. And again, just make sure you go back, watch your videos, see what's working, what's not working. If you have a good one, double down on that. And I would say where people are making the biggest mistakes is just not doing enough. Yeah. And so I get it. It's hard. You're busy. Like I'm a busy guy. Like everyone's busy. I get it. But it takes 10 minutes to record a video, you know? And I get it. Like I was that guy too. Like my first videos seriously took me 2 hours long.
It's embarrassing.
To make like a 15-second video. Yeah. And now then last year I go record with Jake and he's like, dude, I've never met someone who can crush videos like you do. But I've done it so much. I could just rip right through them without even thinking at this point because I've done it so many times. Yeah, so it becomes much easier and faster. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we'll end off this episode here. This was great. I personally learned a lot from this one. Thanks so much for coming on, Jonas. Yeah, anytime, man. Awesome. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I know that we really appreciate you guys taking the time with us here. If you guys have any questions, comments, make sure to throw them in the comment section below. And if you found this valuable, make sure to like and subscribe and to share with your friends who maybe own a service business themselves. Again, our goal here is to provide as much value to you guys as possible. Also, if you guys are really looking to grow your business, make sure to check out our website at pestcontrolmillionaires.com. We'll have the link below in the bio, and we'll also have a free school group for you guys to check out. So, thanks for watching.